Hi, my name is Tesla, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Plato and fan fiction. Plato made a stance on writing quite clear in his work of Phaedrus. One of his main concerns being that writing cannot answer back. It cannot stand to the question of, well, what do you mean? We have now built technologies that have allowed this dialogue with writing, and one of those is in the fan fiction community. Fan fiction being works that are created based on previously established texts, such as television, movies, even sometimes real people. Now, what this looks like is that fan fiction has created an environment that can, one, go against Plato's worries to be able to answer back, to stand with writing. And the second being, it has evolved into writing as a community experience instead of a solitary act. Henry Jenkins mentioned this when he was quoting James Paul Gee with the idea of affinity spaces. Henry Jenkins was observing the Harry Potter community and their various acts of role playing and their issues with copyright and such with Harry Potter when the movies began. But one of the things that Jenkins quotes Gee on is the idea of affinity spaces. Affinity meaning that there are no boundaries. And that is one of the things fan fiction communities has created. It has created an environment to where their age, race, gender, none of that really matters when the creation of fan works. They all have this common goal that they are working towards, and usually it is either their shipment, their fandom, or just improving their writing overall. Either way, this has created what James Paul Gee has said which is an affinity space. One of the ways this looks like is challenges. The fan fiction community is known for doing challenges and bingos and requests and stuff like that. What's captioned here is a screenshot of a challenge in the supernatural community, which is called Hey Sweetheart. Basically, anyone could write the fic. It just had to pair Dean with Castiel, and it just had to have Hey Sweetheart in it somewhere. So you have this bridge to all the creators that eliminate all of these so-called boundaries because they're all working towards this one goal. And this one challenge had 28 fics. And as you can see, the top work has over 1,000 hits. That means it's been viewed over 1,000 times. So all of these people are brought together for this one common goal, knocking down all these boundaries with writing that we often see. We often see writing have barriers when working with other people, and the fan fiction community is making it to where that is no longer the case. This can also be seen with role playing. Henry Jenkins in his article Why Heather Can Write, which is what I referred to earlier with the observation of the Harry Potter community and role playing, it's very popular in fan fiction communities, and this isn't just, acting. That a lot of role playing is used as a tool for writing, meaning they pair up with one person or multiple people to directly act out these roles in a writing environment. So there's this collaboration process. Tumblr is known for the Role Play Finder blog, which is where people just post anonymous and saying this is what they're looking for, this is the fandom it's for, and if you want to get together, we can write. So they are now is normalizing writing with other people and the collaboration process of writing with other people. It's also like Christina Haas said, the tools that we are given, it changes the environment and it changes the people who use the environment. So more tools that are being given to fan fiction creators, the more that they will be able to evolve their writing process. But one of the biggest points of this is the community in the comments section. Now, most people say don't read the comments, but in the fan fiction community, it is encouraged to do so. Comments range in the fan fiction community, and that is one of the things that Alicia Marie Magnifico and others made a study of the fan fiction community and the comment environment. And in their study, they showed that the comments can range from anywhere from persuasive to encouragement to correction, which is true. On the top left-hand corner, we have a mild correction. Someone had tagged a post wrong. They had tagged it for a different episode, and they were just like, hey, this is a different episode. And then on the bottom, we have a comment where they are actually using the persuasive. They are wanting more works from this author. They are wanting another chapter. And that is what this has created. It's created a dialogue between the author, the text, and the readers. They are now building off of each other to keep working in this peer-to-peer environment and relying on each other's knowledge in order to continue their process. Whether it is continuing works or improving the writing in general. It goes back to James Paul Gee's idea of affinity spaces, and that's what they've created here. And there is much reliance on others in order for your creation of writing. So we even have cultural barriers being crossed here. Rebecca Black did a study on this and showed the cultural hybridity that is happening within the fan fiction community. This happens also within the comment section and the interactions with each other and the DMs, the favorites, the follows, all the social media tools. Like, goes back to Christina Haas. The more tools that are given, the more that this will evolve. This can be seen in the fan fiction title up above. It is a Chinese translation of a previously established work by another creator. So they took this creation, typically with the creator's agreement, and they translate it so the cultural barriers are crossing each other. This is important because it is showing that they are using the tools that they are given to be able to answer questions and lean on each other's knowledge. Many fan fiction writers go to each other and like, hey, is this okay? Is this how it's done over there? What are the traditions? What does this look like? So they have to rely on each other to evolve their writing process. And so all of this is just showing that the fan fiction community is evolving writing to where it's no longer a solitary act, but is an act of community. It is an act of reliance on peer-to-peer knowledge, on cultural knowledge, and on experience and correction, but also knowing when someone needs a push. That is one of the things that fan fiction writers are doing. They are pushing each other and like, this is what you can do, this is what you can build off of. So all of this is being able to bounce back from Plato's ideas that writing cannot stand for itself. Well, the authors are standing for their writing through the comments section. They are able to build off their writing. They are able to have that dialogue with their own text and with the readers of the text. It is creating a dialogue-like environment that has evolved writing process into a community process. Thank you so much for listening.